Good evening. Time for another Mass Effect stream. Alright, let's see. Where did last left off? Last we left off, I had just finished Pharos. And just talked to everybody.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel.
And now I'm getting
Top
a
priority
call.
clearance.
Who's calling, Joker?
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Technical difficulties on. There we go. Alright, let's see what the council want.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
New information? Good, tell me.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Infiltration units?
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Sounds serious.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Thanks for the info.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
That sounds time critical, but before we do that, let's go explore the rest of the galaxy. Wesley, how many times have I told you not to climb on top of the consoles? Ah, Wesley. He is the XO, so I guess he gets to do whatever he wants. Let's go do Varia next. After you do every main story mission, it opens up a bunch of new areas in the galaxy to do side quest exploration on. But it gets a little hard to track if you try to do everything as it pops up. So what I'm going to do is do most of the main story missions except for Vermeer. And then I'm going to have a big batch of a bunch of side exploration content, which I will try to get through as quick as possible because it might be a little boring. But that'll probably not be tonight. It'll probably be next stream. For now, we're gonna check these planets and see what they have. And then we will go land on Vermeer. A planet I can't land on. I'll have to remember to come back there. For now, off to Novaria. Nothing there. Something here.
Approach Control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
So this is going to be another Geth mission. So we're going to bring Liara for story reasons, as well as her super good biotics, and we'll bring Tali because more Geth. I guess Liara and Tali has kind of become my go-to team for this
interior
playthrough.
pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You have to wonder what all these boxes are for, because they're clearly not part of my ship, but this berth was empty before we landed.
That's far enough.
It's fine, we'll cooperate.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
Yeah, well, who are you?
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
And I'm with the council.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
It's alright, we'll cooperate.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational.
Yeah, me too.
Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Hi, Cavalier Ilias. Welcome back.
Get out of here.
Alright, fine, I'm moving.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Weapons detectors. Don't mind the alarms. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Thanks for getting us through.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Why are there so many guards?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
Well, I might have to step on some toes then.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
I heard there were Geth here.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
I'm gonna need to talk to her.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
I'm gonna need some directions then.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
And where's him?
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
Don't worry, I trust you.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
No, thank you, elevator voice. Hello, Merchant Opold.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
I've only been here for like 30 seconds. How did you hear already?
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
So, you want me to smuggle something for you?
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
What is it?
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
And who's it for?
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
See it my way.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing that I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
Sounds kind of shady, but I'll think about it.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
And a gel upgrade. Alright, bye, Opold. I'll be back to talk to you later. Let's go see what Annalise has to say.
How can I help you?
Tell me about the lab facilities.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
And what about the corporations?
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Tell me about Elanus Risk Control.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
And Binary Helix?
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
How about Synthetic Insights?
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Alright, well, enough about that. Where's Annalise?
I'd like to speak to Annalise.
One moment, please. Mr. Annalise?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Hello.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you've read my file.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Sounds kind of risky.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Right, well, tell me about Saren.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is he developing weapons?
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Tell me about Matriarch Benezia.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
Define personal escort.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What sort of cargo?
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
You know why she's here?
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Well, I need to see her.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Well, then we drive.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Have you seen my Mako?
I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
All right, well, thanks for your time. Bye.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
Yes, I can see that.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
What's this about Lord King?
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
All right, thanks for the tip. Bye.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
I guess we're gonna head to the bar and find this Mr. Keen guy. I've had this elevator heavily glitch out on me before, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Okay, hello.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Have we met?
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Why can't you do this?
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Why me? What is this about?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific.
I cannot
We want
confirm
to
nor deny
assess any
that.
potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
This sounds kind of illegal. But at the same time, Binary Helix is kind of in bed with Saren. I kind of want to know what they're up to, so I guess I'll do it.
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I have assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Go ahead, brief me.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
Alright, bye.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Let's see how this goes.
Can I help you?
I'm a Spectre.
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
That depends, if the price is right.
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
That is correct, however...
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in ZG muscle degeneracy.
I think there's something glitched with his eyes, but nobody's there.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of Element Zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
What about distribution?
How would you distribute the upgrades? Retroviral injections would take some time.
Well, it does take time to upgrade a body with adjusted DNA. Skin cells could be replaced in 2 weeks, but the liver takes over a year, the skeleton a decade. For frontline units, we can speed the process with full system transfusions and injections to stimulate regrowth. It would still take 6 months to see results. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Averia, some not entirely legal.
Do you know of any?
If you have any tips, I'd appreciate them. It would reflect well on you and Binary Helix.
I'll keep that in mind. Of course, we don't perform espionage on our competitors. That would be illegal.
That's my comm unit. I'll be back.
Sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
Any results?
It's done.
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
I don't know. I did a lot of work here.
Only 500. All right.
I know my bank
Thought you
account
might
is
have
kind
wanted
of
to provide
maxed,
more since you
but-
couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
This is what you get for calling me Delstone. Hi, Mr. Keene.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lord Keene?
Are you Lord Keene? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Well, I need to get to peak 15.
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office.
I think
He claims to
something's
be
up with your
investigating
eyes, too.
reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Bavaria always has some weird bugs, I've noticed. Anyways, an interesting coincidence.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why is your card still working?
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
Why do you even have a pass in the first place?
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Alright, I'm interested.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
That's unfortunate, but I'll figure something out.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Yeah, I'll try. First, we are going to explore this area and see if there's anything to pick up. Not even sure why this room exists.
What sort of offer?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't break them down.
Full benefits, of course.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Bavaria now.
Oh look, an angry Krogan.
I can't talk off. This call is costing 10 credits a minute.
Let's see what's going on with this terminal. Oh. Keyboard Y. Oh. Oh well. Nope. 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 Apparently that was a trap. Oops. Hi. Yeah, this is kind of a megacorp hellhole. Reminds me of Shadowrun. There's actually a Mass Effect Total Conversion, like somebody homebrewed rules for Mass Effect Total Conversion for Shadowrun 4th edition. But it was missing some content last I remember seeing. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. Before we go up there, let's go talk to this guy.
Spectre, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
Any local news?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Ananias, and the matriarch came through.
What do you know about Peak 15?
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
You know anything about Venezia?
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Well, tell me about yourself.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Well, it was good to meet you, Lee.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
I like him.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What's going on here?
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
You're here illegally.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Gonna knock you out. Blow up your shields. Stop you from using hardness, hopefully. What the hell? Everything's just flying all over the place. Oh, and they made my gun overheat. That's okay, don't get up. Anything in here?
Perimeter secured.
Nope, alright. Actually, we should check to see if this has any grenades in it. Hey, got a grenade. Speaking of grenades, I actually need to swap grenades back off of anti-thorium gas. There we go. Somebody up there is yelling at me. Anything in here? Weapon locker. And here comes the music again. It really has a mind of its own, that music. Oh, you're over here. Blow your shields. Turn off your ability to use hardness. Let's see what's in this office. Ah. See, the problem with this minigame is that the keyboard controls aren't always as responsive as they need to be. Alright, let's open the safe. And we will grab quick save before grabbing this. Oh, auto saved anyways. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm mostly opening the stuff for XP for now.
Shepard.
And also for more grenades. Who are you?
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
They didn't give me a choice.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
You don't, which is why I am going to stun you. And then knock out your ability to do anything. And then kill your shields. And then knock you over. Well, I was gonna try to knock you over, but that didn't. Whoa, no rockets. Said no rockets. No snipers either. Is that all of them? Looks like we're clear.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Noise? Well, that must be Annaleis' thugs.
It's probably Annaleis' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Oh. Quick save freeze. This bar has really nice music, but there's no dance floor. Kind of a shame. Alright, Miss Parasini. What do you have to say?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Internal Affairs? Why are you here?
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
What exactly is your job?
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Why can't you do this yourself?
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
What's this about corruption?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
Alright, well, I need Keen's pass.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Tell me about the Peak 15 accident.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
Is that all you know?
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
What if there is no all clear?
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
That seems, very final. How do I reach Peak 15?
How can I get to
How do I
Peak
reach
15?
Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Alright. Tell me about Venezia.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
What was in the crates?
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Very detailed. Alright, I'll help you.
Alright. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Hello, Mr. Keen.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Yes, but first, I want you to testify against Ananias.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
But you'd be a hero.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Ananias. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Thank you. And there goes the music. This is honestly a really nice looking area. But I guess that's what you should expect with megacorps. Alright, Parasini, I got some news.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
I managed to convince him.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
What about the garage?
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Bye. Don't mind me while I steal stuff from your safe. And then immediately reduce it to Omnigel that I don't need. If anyone asks, I was just checking for more evidence. Alright, we can officially head up to Peak 15, but before we do that, there's a conversation over here we need to have. With Miss Matsuo. We need to tell her that her people were dirty and are unfortunately dead. Hello.
Commander, I'm glad you stopped to talk. I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analeus Sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Rest assured, I bear you no ill will.
Well, he was a criminal.
Unfortunate. He was a criminal, Captain.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander. That's why this planet was settled, after all. As far as they are concerned, Analeus Sama went too far. On Noveria, you may do what you wish, so long as you do not disturb public order. I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
I'll do my best.
I don't intend to make life difficult for anyone.
I appreciate that, Commander. If you will excuse me, I must file reports on this incident. Good day.
Wait, I have to talk to you about more stuff.
I would be grateful if you would finish your business and leave.
Oh, alright, I guess I'll talk to you about that later. I also like how she turns around to walk into a wall and then realizes there's a wall there and spins back around to stand in place. You think that's a bug, but it's really not, because it happens every single time. So clearly it was intended as some sort of character flaw. Well, flaw is probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Bye, Lee. Bye, Lee.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have a pass.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
And we're gonna quick save here for no reason at all. Don't mind me.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
This turret is not working how it's supposed to. There we go. That's better. Sorry for bullying you, Gath. But I don't have time to fight you.
What are these things? What did you do here, Commander?
I just defended myself.
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess,
I had a
the
feeling I might
matriarch
catch someone
hatched
off
them in the
guard with
shipping
that
container she
jumping in
arrived
that
with.
turret.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those.
It's a really
There were no
easy
power
thing to
sources,
miss.
No element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
And you can only get into it before the Geth are dead. So how many more are there?
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Bye. I hope everybody brought their winter coats because it's about to get really chilly. You know what I want to know about? What's up with that wall over there? Why is there just a giant wall? And it's not a dam. There's just a giant wall that they built for some reason. Not even sure what it does. Let's see if we can get some more grenades. Nope, just honey gel. How close am I to level 60? Ooh, still need 100,000 XP. Looks like the road doesn't want to load in correctly either. There it is. Now it's loading. Kind of. Enough the rockets. Which there are a lot of. Oh, they're both dead. That would explain why they stopped firing. Ooh, don't get hit. Oh, why am I dying? Oh, that's why I'm dying. Forgot about the cold hazard. Okay. Can we quick save? No, we can't. I don't know what happened there, but apparently... No. No, wrong button. I want that one. You. We'll throw a hack on you. And then we'll have Liara do a left. Rip Liara. Alright. Give Liara a revive by getting in this thing and hopefully not getting hit by anything. Ooh, that was close. Where is it coming from? Way over there. Wow, they are far away. I think that's too far away for me to hit. Yeah, that's too far away for me to hit. That's not good. This is gonna get scary. If I'm fast enough, I can get over there before they start shooting at me. Don't mind the flames, it's okay. Death counter for Liara would very quickly overflow any sort of counter I used, so that's probably not going to happen. I think in all of my playthroughs, she's the one who dies the most. Even though I maxed out her electronic skill, so she has the strongest possible shields. Is that all of them? Seems to be all of them. Can I save now? I can! Dodge all those rockets like a pro. There's a speedrun trick here coming up. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. Where if you do it just right, you can jump all the way to the other side. And I'm gonna try it once just for the fun of it. And I'm probably gonna fail miserably. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I do not at all remember how the speedrunners do it, but there's a way that you can basically boost the Mako all the way across. And I don't remember how they do it. But you clearly need a lot more speed than I had. Hey, whoa, roll that death count back. That doesn't count. Actually, don't roll that death count back because I died yesterday when you weren't watching. The nice thing about reloading like that, though, is that the shield number does not get saved in the save file, so whenever you reload a save, it instantly refills the Mako shields. Also, there is something clearly wrong with this turret. I think the Geth installed it incorrectly. Alright, one last turret, which wanted to freak out, but fixed itself. We will throw a quick save here. Everybody got their weapons? Yep, okay, good. And just like that, my helmet magically disappears. Where's that Geth Juggernaut? There you are. Do my bidding, Juggernaut. And the repair drone should also do my bidding. The Juggernaut is not doing my bidding. Alright, fine, if that's the way you're gonna be. You go to sleep. Or not. Is there some sort of invisible wall there? Yes, there is an invisible wall there. Good to know. No cover for you. You get knocked over. Get your abilities killed. Then we're gonna blow your shields. And then Liara is gonna make you fly.
This will help.
And yet you still somehow got that hardness off. Go to sleep. Alright, all that's left is that one last Krogan. He's almost dead. Go to sleep.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Huh, that's weird.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way? They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
This level may have traumatized me a little. I am immediately suspicious of all vents. Immediately into a cutscene for some reason.
Animals? Wind? Oh, this place is in bad shape.
That was supposed to kill you. Oh, wrong button. Hallie, why are you using an assault rifle? Oh no, I have to clean up the inventory. You still have shredder rounds. Good. That's what I wanted to check. Unfortunately for them, I have high explosive rounds, which makes them fall over. Because Rachni do a lot of damage.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
It's on you before you kill me with your bit.
All targets down.
And then we're going to throw a quick save. They're in the vents.
Shepard.
Now we push further in.
Heads up! For the station mainframe.
The damage is not extensive. It could be repaired.
I see you on the radar.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
And now for the infamous Bioware puzzle, the Towers of Hanoi. Crap. Did that wrong. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna put you there, you there. There we go. Cue 007 music for some reason.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Yes, yes, I would.
Help would be great. Who are you?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
I am Spectre.
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
Where's Benezia?
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Give me a damage report.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline.
Sometimes I play Space Station 13, and whenever I play AI, I kind of base myself on Mira. Alright, tell me about the main reactor.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
How would I fix that?
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Alright, what about the landlines?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I fix them?
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection.
Well, that's convenient.
The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
You know, I used to be a big fan of Halo, and I've played like all the Halo games, and I'm a big fan of Mass Effect, and I played all of these games. And I have never once before now made the connection between how the VI look and Cortana.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
They are literally just a, like, pink-orange Cortana. And I can't unsee it now. Thank you. Alright, give me your final logs.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What are these contaminants?
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
What are these hostile creatures?
The creatures we've encountered here. Did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Tell me what happened with your shutdown.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes.
I was just saying that visually, the way these holograms look is very similar to Cortana, and I never made that connection before. So they kill you?
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
Sounds exactly what an AI pretending to be a database program would say. Alright, I'm logging out.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Well, since it's right
User
here...
alert. Main reactor
Let's
shut
go get
down
the,
in accordance with emergency
landlines back on.
containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are
Right,
offline.
so this is the elevator bug I was mentioning before. Which is why I got in the habit of quick saving right before elevators.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Thank you, Mira.
I smell trouble.
Tally, you don't smell shit. We know your suit is completely self-contained. Also, rip Liara. Let's rip Liara again.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
No, crap. Nah. This is what happens when your enemies do a shit ton of damage that goes straight through shields.
User alert.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Alright. Let's try that again.
Take cover.
Liara, I need your powers. What the fuck are you doing, Liara?
reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
stasis.
containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Why does Tally have no weapon? There we go. That was unusual. Rip Tally.
Alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Singularity. That went better. Landlines repaired.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Thank you, Mira.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I have no idea why Mira is so much quieter when you're on the elevator, but then she's super loud when you're not in the elevator.
Finally, some action.
Ah. Liara, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and lift that one.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment
I have no idea what the
procedures.
destroyer is trying to hit.
Manual restart required.
But I'm gonna put it out of its misery. And that stalker is going to get stasis so that I don't have to worry about it. We're gonna hack you. No! Oh crap. Okay, apparently it didn't like being hacked. Singularity. Let's see, there's another one over there. Which needs to... Where's it at? There it is. Alright, then there's another one above me. Hello, Geth Juggernaut.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Fix the fuel lines. We have completed repairs. Woo, go us! Bye.
Area secured.
The sound problems might actually be an issue with the PC port. But it's been an incredibly long time since I played the original 360 version, so they might have had those issues too, and I just don't remember. Luckily, 2 and 3 do not have the same weird audio bugs that 1 does. Alright, well, the repairs to Peak 15 are complete, so now all we have to do is get on the tram to the Rift Station. This game is over 10 years old now at this point, so... some jank is to be expected, unfortunately. Lay down. Actually, get up. There we go, problem solved.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Loose contaminants in the decon chamber.
They are locked in.
Well, let's pop open this computer console.
Losing them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving, that killing himself would be easier.
Or Solarian.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Other
Tell
topics.
me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific
Tell me
query.
about the Rift Station.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
Tell me about the staff.
The staff is alive then?
Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official staff count.
Well, that's not good.
Why is Rift Station locked down?
Emergency procedures require each facility to isolate itself to prevent the spread of contagion. It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
Can I get in?
If it's locked down, will I be able to enter?
The passenger trams can bring you to the facility. Further access will be at the discretion of the security forces there.
Fair enough. Tell me about the hot labs.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
What's the internal status?
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
Alright, well, give me a facility overview.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
Impressive.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Darn Rachni trying to sneak up on me.
Perimeter clear.
Thanks, Tally.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Alright, off to Rift Station.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Throw another quick save now that we're actually here. And we'll see if we can connect with some survivors.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can they run a train?
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
I am a Spectre.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
Well, you did well,
You
considering.
were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
What do you know about Venezia?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
The bugs came from the lab?
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
That's a valid point.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Tell me about your staff.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
What is this facility?
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
How secure are you?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
Well, you survived somehow.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What do they do here?
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
Tell me about the hot labs.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Alright, tell me about the aliens.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
Alright, thanks for the info. Bye.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter! Go, go, go!
Enemies everywhere!
Whoa. Sometimes the sniper rifle doesn't charge fast enough.
Perimeter clear.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
No problem.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab?
Hello, Potosi.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I came to help.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively.
Sorry for your message getting stuck by automod.
Many have been awake for days.
It
For
still
now,
needs to do a little machine learning and
here.
figure out what exactly is allowed.
I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
You're running a store?
This doesn't seem like the time for commerce.
With nervous amusement. I have nothing else to do. Why not continue to run my kiosk?
Well, in that case, show me what you
Let's
got.
have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
You don't have anything I want. Bye. Look, a named person.
What?
Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
I'm sorry.
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Benezia?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
No need to be mean. You work here, she works here. Clearly there's a reason why you might know more. What's your work?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you study?
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
I'm really disappointed that there's no option to pick being like, I totally understand that, but there's not, even though I feel like my character should, considering she's an engineer. I don't remember what happens if I say this. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
this.
that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Then I will return to my meditations.
You aren't suspicious at all.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there
Well, you
something
can
need?
actually be a medic as specialization as an engineer, so, I mean, totally possible. Tell me about, who are you?
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything.
Now,
since
see, the reason why there's no option for that in Mass Effect 1 is because Mass Effect 1 assumes you're a soldier, and they don't actually branch for, like, your character being smart until the future games.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
What's the situation here?
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
Tell me about the hot labs.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing. I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Where can I find him?
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What's this lab?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You don't like it here?
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here. Just walls of ice and rock.
Culture is so boring.
Discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
Venezia.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Alice over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Right. Let's head down to the medical bay. And quick save.
What do you want?
Sorry.
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
Are these people sick?
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
Well, I could help.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Yep, I fixed her.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I'm gonna need you to tell me more for me to help.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier.
Of course,
They wanted something
bioweapons.
that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Damn right I can't.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is it dangerous in there?
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
Well, I can be pretty persuasive.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Tell me about your team.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
What's your job?
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Let's talk to Mira.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
What are you doing over here?
I administrate the systems of all of the various
Such a
P-15
stupid question.
facilities.
But I have to pick it because it's here. Alright, tell me about the 6 scientists.
What's wrong with these people?
Accessing logs. They were in the midst of an experiment when the shutdown began.
When you were taken offline.
Without my program to administrate containment procedures, a quarantine breach occurred.
What treatments have been attempted?
I'm afraid treatment is not possible. An unknown toxin is present within the tissues
We need
of each
first aid.
patient.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Free full heal. Not that I need it since I have regenerating health, but you know. It's fine. Alright, let's go talk to Ventralis and get authorization to head down to that lab. But first we're gonna go over here and check this room. Because this doesn't go anywhere. And unfortunately, I still need the XP. How close am I getting to 60? 793 out of 862. Almost there.
Something you need?
I want to help
I've heard
Dr.
about
Cohen.
the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
Let us risk it.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full
That's
scan
fine.
before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
That's fair.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
Thanks, bye.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Let's see if they say it.
Okay, this one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron.
I've heard this one.
And the other hydrogen says, man, are you sure? I'm positive.
God, that laugh is so awful.
Shut up. God.
But that's always a fun
You came to
interaction.
find out about them, didn't you?
You mean the aliens?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
Tell me about them.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni.
Rachni? That's preposterous.
How did they get here?
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
Tell me about the Rachni.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
How did you survive?
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
You did what you had to do.
If you hadn't, you'd be dead too.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Tell me about
Could
Benezia.
Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
Alright. Thanks for your help, bye.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He is extremely traumatized.
You're not part of the crew.
I'm not part of the crew, but I'm here to make a cure.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Yeah, let me in. I'm trying to help people. I also need to grind XP. Okay. Now we are going to save. Do this.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
Where's the guard?
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
I don't think that was face paint. I think that was just, his natural coloration. Death Trooper is gonna get hacked.
Perimeter clear.
Oh no, the guard died. Rip guard.
They came out of there.
The Geth?
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
Can I get into
How can I
maintenance?
get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
Good thing I'm already helping him.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to finish this mission. Well, this part of the mission. And there's one way that I have never done. Because doing it requires you to aggro everybody else here. And it's like, I always feel super bad just thinking about it. There's two ways you can do it. You can either do what I'm doing now, which is get the maintenance pass and then go and do maintenance, or you can rush through here, which triggers a bunch of drones and everything else and also aggroes all the guards. And you are unfortunately have to kill them. So, yeah. Kind of depressing.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall? She just tried to kill us.
I don't know why I'm telling you this, but...
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name.
Good guess, Tally.
I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look. The guards. They've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about getting into maintenance?
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Philip's work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Got anybody, Joe?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
The scientist is resting peacefully. A job well done. Let me check the journal real quick. And Novaria is mostly done, I think. I think we're good. Alright. Back to that elevator. Wait, no. First we need to go tell Ventralis that one of his men is dead. Because I'm a nice shepherd.
Something you need?
I was
attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Sorry for the bad news. Now, don't mind me while I sneak around your defenses. A lot of the Paragon Renegade choices aren't so much based off of actual morality and are a lot more about whether or not people like you after you do the thing. If you're a jerk when you do it and make people not like you, it's Renegade. But if you're a nice person, even though maybe it might have been a little more questionable, but they liked you after the conversation, then it's Paragon. Bye! See you later.
Heads up!
Thanks for watching.
It's over now.
The slow grind to level 60. Alright. It is now time for the final encounter of this mission. I'm going to make a save, a full save, since I haven't done one of those in a while. And here we go.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
That's not why Liara's here.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You're just gonna kill Liara?
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Musical stinger. So the trick with this fight is to kill all of the ads first, because shooting at her doesn't do anything. Who else is left? Oh, there's a bunch over there.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Yeah, well, the Rachni seem to disagree.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why should I believe you?
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
You might attack again?
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Where did he get it?
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How do you lose a relay?
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
You're here for that?
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find the relay?
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
What is Saren's plan?
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
Sounds like you regret your action.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. You should.
Mother, don't leave.
Mallory 101 donates $5. Thank you so much.
Always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Well, bye, Benezia. Hopefully bye. Hopefully she doesn't kill me. Switch the pistol. Whoa, and now she's flying.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Stay with us, Benezia.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn.
It's a shame we didn't get to see much of her before the whole indoctrination thing. Bye, Benezia. Sorry you had to see that, Liara.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
I don't understand you.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Clearly you're controlling the Asari, Shepard. Come on.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No. We were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
What's wrong with them?
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're certain there's no other way.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
How did you survive?
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
What are your plans?
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
I won't kill you.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
I know it's risky, but I trust you. Time to clean up all of these boxes so I can get a little bit more XP. Gotta squeeze out every drop I can. Alright. One last thing to do in Averia before we go. I have to deal with the rest of the Rachni. So we're gonna take this elevator and head down to the hot labs. Hey look, there's a survivor.
Are you here to secure the situation?
Are you alright?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let them loose?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
That was an ancient egg.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
The queen was all by herself?
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Problem is, the Rachni aren't obedient.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Maybe we can save her.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
What is this neutron purge?
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Alright, give us a minute.
Once
We're gonna look around.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Tell me about the Rachni.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry. The sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Well, give me an estimate.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Of course it is. Are there any survivors?
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
But there's that other guy. Why doesn't he count? Is he a ghost?
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Alright. We will be back.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
we are going to throw a quick save down. And now we're going to talk to you.
I am feeling not so well.
How do I trigger the purge?
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Aliens reference. Or actually, alien reference, I think. But alright, let's get codes from you. Let's activate this bomb.
Online. How can I help you?
Initiate the neutron purge.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Well, I happen to have the code.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
There goes the R again. You know, I just realized they give you way more than 120 seconds. Although that might just be because of the difficulty settings. All of them? Yep, that's all of them. Let's get out of here. Boom. And that's it for Nevaria. Bye, Nevaria.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
Not so fast.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Enough, Ashley.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Don't let it happen again.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yep. I got
Patch
stuff
him
to
through,
talk to him about.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Nevaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
They won't.
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. My children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Another successful mission. And as is tradition, we are going to go do a After mission, talk to the rest of the crew. Starting with Joker.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
Thanks, Joker.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Let's see if Liara has anything new to say.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Well, still, you don't feel bad?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Well, she's still with you, in a way.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Let's talk.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
A spiritual exchange?
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
I'm intrigued.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
It's okay, there's no rush.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
I completely understand.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Right.
I should go.
Bye, Lara.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Good talk. Let's see if Caden has anything to say.
Anything you need, Commander?
What do you think about the last mission?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
What do you think about the Rachni?
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Alright, any personal input to share?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
Ah, they can wait.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Well, you can't blame them. This stuff's pretty crazy.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
So, what did happen?
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
What happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. That's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Well, you tried to help Rana.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
Oh.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Fair enough.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Alright, good talking. Got anything to say, Garrus? I don't think so. If I remember correctly.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What's the matter?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
You think he'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can. And if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Are you worried?
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Of course.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
What exactly are you trying to say?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
That's a last resort, Garrus.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
Think about it.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone, but what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
You're risky, Garrus. Rex?
Shepard.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
No.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
That's your reason?
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
Sometimes.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
Tell me about you being a mercenary.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
So you like it then?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Good talk.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
Already ahead of you, Ashley.
Just saying, Skipper.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and whatnot. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
Today's Armistice Day.
You mean on the anniversary of the First Contact War?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Well, your files are clean. Mostly.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Ah, now I understand.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
About your grandfather.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
Tell me about Shanxi.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. so he surrendered the garrison.
So that's why you dislike aliens.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shang-Chi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
I'm tempted, but no.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Alright, bye, Ashley.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright. One more person to talk to, which is probably going to be much faster, and then I think that'll be it for tonight.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
I hope so.
Won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
You were a very important part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
You are welcome.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Bye, Tali. If only you were gay. Alright, well, the After Noveria wrap-up has completed. So I'm going to end the stream now. All that's left, main story-wise, is to do Vermeer and the end of the game. I also still have to do Asteroid X-57, which is a DLC, and then do a huge side quest cleanup. So my plan is for tomorrow to try to stream earlier in the day and get all that side quest cleanup done, and then maybe do Asteroid X-57. And then we'll be almost done with Mass Effect 1 and can move on to Mass Effect 2. But that's it for tonight, so let me make a full save. And thank you for watching, and thank you for the new follower and the donation, and I will see you later.